Josh, look on your phone and see. I think I see 3 people, 5 people, so somebody can see us.
See it on my phone.
Can you? Yeah, you can. Can you do me a favor? Go grab the stick thing. I'd prefer to have that real quick.
Oh, you want to have the stabilizer?
Yeah, let's hurry up so we can get to. Guys, I hope you can see us. So right now I'm not able to see you. Hope I'm not too far close up.
Alright, let me see that camera. Let me see that camera.
Yeah, can you
Can I
get
see
this because
What's going on?
I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, but that's not gonna help me if I can't.
I think I know what it is. I gotta turn it off.
If you're out there, guys, let me know. Here, grab this.
Gotcha.
Because it's not working for me.
She just left me, y'all.
Really, if I can't see any questions, it's not going to help me.
I got it on my phone.
In your pocket, it's still not going to help me. I'm trying, but my internet is not cooperating.
I smashed the like button to. I don't even know what that means. Hey, Miss Sophia Warren, how you doing?
Hey, can't see you for right now, but I'm trying to see if I can get a question. Oh boy. Can you see if you can pull it up for me over here? Because I can't really answer their questions.
Oh, she said good. Ah, that's what I like to hear. That's what's up. We need to make it great though. Nah, one of your viewers, Sophia, said that she was doing good, so I said that's great to hear.
Did you say her name is Sophia?
Yeah.
Oh, we got a Sophia. I don't
Twinsies.
know YouTube is.
Here you go. Hold on, let me turn this down though so you could see the questions and everything. You can see it on the screen too because I got it front facing now, so you can see it. But
let's go ahead and make this quick, guys, because
I don't know how you get to it on your phone where you see the.
You said you saw the questions.
Yeah, it's coming. It was coming up on here. Well, they haven't asked any questions yet, but we should probably start getting the focus.
Oh, get that so it's like showing both of us.
But that's the thing, I gotta be holding it because you don't know how to.
Well, the problem was like I was chopped off, like like chopped and screwed.
I know.
Could only see part of me, so when you got it back up,
there you go.
You there? Okay, let's see if you share this time. Hi guys, I'm not seeing any questions. You told me you did. Oh, here we go.
There's no questions yet. I keep telling you.
Okay. So, anyways, the reason that I came on today was I had a couple of questions that I had received in my box. Do you know how to work that thing?
Here, get on this side because it seems like you're struggling.
No, I'm not struggling. I'm standing still. Okay, he just
She
he didn't want me to
She hating on my video skills.
He didn't want me to share. So, anyways, let me get to it. Thank you guys for checking in. Josh just reminded me, I guess, that there's a game, and since I'm not
World Series
in that anymore, oh gosh, then I really messed up. But I had gotten a couple of questions in my box. I wanted to come on real quick and try to address it. I know I had a subscriber, Angela Sykes, who wanted to get Joshua's opinion on the Kenneka Jenkins photos that were finally released and the fact that the case is now closed. We did want to come on a couple of days ago and discuss with you guys, after we viewed the picture, but unfortunately, at that moment, it was too much. I sat there and I viewed the pictures, and it bothered me pretty bad. Worse than I thought it would, and the pictures to me were worse than I expected. I did call Joshua over to take a look at the photos. He walked in, he glanced at the photos, and he walked out. So I knew right then and there it wasn't the time to push, to try to ask him his opinion, because I could tell he was pretty upset. So let's go ahead and see. We have, I believe it's Tasha Kanuha. Please forgive me if I'm saying your name incorrectly. Can you go up a little bit more? Because I like to see my face. Thank you. Anybody have any questions out there? I guess we'll get Sophia Warren. She was speaking to you. So anyways, we'll get to the fact that, like I said, we both saw the video. I mean, the photos. And it turned out to be worse than I expected when I saw that her body was turned sideways and she was laying what appeared to be face down. Of course, that part wouldn't shock you. You're expecting something to that effect. I think what threw me was the pictures where I saw it looked like she had been in a scuffle. It looked like she had been fighting with someone. Of course, don't have proof. I'm just going by what my eyes saw, and that's what bothered me. And you're cutting me off again.
You gotta come at the right angle.
I'm in the same spot, baby. Go ahead, you talk. You give them your opinions.
My opinions when I saw the video was that it seemed, and I don't know if you guys have seen the photos yet, it seemed like she had been in a struggle to me. The scuff marks on her shoes didn't make sense to me. The fact that one of her feet didn't have a shoe on it was suspicious to me. The fact that her pants seemed as if they were partially off seemed suspicious to me. The fact that her upper body was exposed seems suspicious to me. I'm not sure who it was that had asked that question, but I mean, the whole thing has been suspicious from the get-go. It happened in a vacant wing of the hotel, a vacant kitchen, and the freezer itself was vacant. And the photos just didn't really seem right to me. It didn't seem right to me that this is a young lady that somehow found her way throughout the hotel and even onto the elevator. And as you guys may know, an elevator can't move unless you hit a button to move it. So, I mean, she was able to push buttons on the elevator, but somehow she wasn't able to open a freezer door. It just seems suspicious. Y'all let me know what y'all think, because I think it just don't even sound right. It don't sound right. It really don't. Let's see where. To me, I don't think the police really wanted to focus on this investigation. I believe that, man, it just seems fishy. It seems real fishy to me. I don't know. Y'all let us know what you think.
Sorry about that. I had to leave because I'm not really getting any questions on here that are coming through. I don't know what my internet is going through. But we just want to come on and just see if we can get, some questions, answer them for you. Me personally, this will be like the last time that I'll be discussing Kenneka Jenkins case. It's too much. It's too much for me because I feel like the case shouldn't be closed. I think that there are just still too many questions. But for whatever reason, police have decided to go ahead and close the case. I mean, seeing the girl in a freezer with one shoe on, one shoe off, looking at her foot, looking like she'd been in a scuffle with abrasions at the side of her foot.
That's what I was just about to ask you. Didn't you think that that showed at least some evidence of resistance? A struggle?
It did look like somebody had been in a struggle in that freezer. The part that I didn't get is to finally be able to take a look and see inside of that freezer that there was a button. And all she had to do, if she walked in there on her own accord, all she had to do was push that button to get out. Now, she was able to push a button and get on the elevator, but we're supposed to believe that she didn't have enough strength as she was freezing to death to push the button to get out of the freezer. With the light on or without a light on, your instincts should have you, moving all around that room trying to feel to get how to get out of there. And the simplest way to get out was to push that button to release the door and get out. But like I said, we're left to believe that she couldn't find her way out of a freezer that she supposedly got in on her own accord. We're supposed to believe that there was no scuffle, even though everything that you could see in that photo looked like somebody was fighting in there. How her, clothes were adjusted to the side. Like I said, I don't understand why they decided to close it. They did. And of course,
I still will never get the part of the story about her friends taking her car to her mom. They were there with her that night, and to just be like, oh yeah, she gone, we don't know where she went, but here's her car. The whole situation, to me, no security, even though it's a pretty big hotel, but nobody saw this. Is unbelievable. It's impossible. I can't see you. I have to be honest and just really, really say what it is that I feel. I feel like if she was a white girl from Nashville, we would be talking about this in a whole different, or at least from a global standpoint, from a national standpoint, this would be a way much talked about story than it is. But she's not. She just happened to be a young black girl from the south side of Chicago. And that's to me why they like, you know what? that's it. Like they just really don't care.
Now, Janae had a question, and unfortunately for Janae, I don't know if it's what you're holding, but it just disappeared. She had a question, and I'm not seeing it. I don't know what's going on. There it is, maybe at the bottom. She has a question about Kenneka Jenkins. Why has there not been a death certificate being able to be found? Have y'all seen the obituary for her yet?
I have not seen the obituary, but
Nope.
The last time that I checked, I know that they said that it was a chemical reaction. That her death is due to exposure from the freezer. That's also due to a chemical reaction between alcohol and topiramate, which is the drug that is for people who have epilepsy, epileptic, and who have seizures. So it's supposed to help with the seizures. But then you ask the family, and the family says that she's never suffered from anything like that, which would lead you to believe either she decided to take these on her own, or she was given some of these items at the party, or it was placed in a drink and she just took it.
But
and I mean, that's where you got to be careful.
Other video, when we talked about that, the problem still remains. There were people around her. There were, quote, friends who were around her. So they would have seen her reaction to the alcohol and that medication mixed together to know not to leave my friend. But as we know how the story ended, she was left by herself. I will forever question that.
But see, that's the thing too.
Left by herself.
Like when you see the surveillance videos on YouTube, you can see that there were groups of people from that party whom were leaving that night. In order to leave and to get to the parking lot, you got to go through the hallways. You got to go through the elevator. So nobody saw her through the hallways. Nobody saw her through the elevator. Come on, like
I like this.
Oh, go ahead. We got another question.
No, I didn't want. Well, I was trying to help you to get back to your game soon, but there was one by Veronica Grant. She said, "I feel like by her clothes being so dirty with mildew, that's a true sign that the freezer had been off after they did what they did to her. That's when I feel they turned the freezer back on." That's a good point, Veronica.
I mean, yeah, because there was also a portion of her, and I don't really know the science behind it, but there was a portion of her jeans that seemed to be wet, and I don't know if that's a picture of them, I guess, trying to thaw her out or whatever. All of the pictures just seemed off. You know what I mean? Like the biggest thing that I saw in the pictures were the fact that her body was exposed. Her body's exposed. Her jeans are coming off.
Almost like to her, but they, the younger. If
her shoe
she could
is missing. Her
What?
shoe is not. What? All right, let's think about it. Let's actually take into account what it is that the coroner and the police officers are saying. This girl found her way into the freezer, is stuck in the freezer, and then somehow she decides that it's going to be a bright idea for her to take off one of her shoes.
No, expose one of her breasts.
And
you can clearly
herself.
see her pulling her clothes together as she was walking through the on the level where the freezer was. So how was a girl who was, even in her state of mind, she was conscious about the fact that her clothes, the little bra, the white bra that she had underneath the jacket, she made sure that she kept it together, but in the freezer, her breast was exposed.
I don't believe that story at all. I really don't. And
I mean, even to her death, if she was freezing, why would she sit there knowing that her breast was out, Josh? If you look at the video, you could clearly see her several times fixing her clothes.
I'm going to tell you this. The hotel could have done a whole lot more to protect its guests. There's so much that could have been done in this case, and for them to close it, honestly, the way that they did so early without really focusing on all of the avenues, to me, what I would have focused on, and I'm not sure if they really haven't come out and say much, to tell you the truth, other than, oh, she walked into a freezer, which somehow we just supposed to go with that. We haven't heard about, interviewing multiple employees who were there. Never really got too many statements on the friends. To me, they were just like, oh, we found her in the freezer. She must have walked into the freezer. Case closed. That's terrible policing. But...
Well, Macy Thomas says, I don't believe she was even frozen. The last thought that I want to leave tonight is just a couple of things again. The fact that her breast was exposed when we saw her, making sure, even in the state that she was in, that she was exposed, that she had herself together. Her hair. If you look at a lot of pictures of Kenneka Jenkins or videos, she's very self-conscious about her hair. Her hair looked like she had been in a fight. Her hair looked like it was matted. How do you get, even if you freeze to death, how does your hair become matted? There are so many things that we will never, ever understand about this. One thing I will understand, like I've said in all of my videos, young people, old people are supposed to learn something from this. If you have a friend, don't leave your friend by themselves.
My thing is, I done been to clubs numerous times, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but I've been to clubs numerous times, and I've also gone to the clubs with a group of girls. I've never seen a group of girls leave their girl. You see what I'm saying?
But see,
so
that's
if you're
what
going
makes
to a party, club, to me it doesn't matter. I've never seen a girl be like, hey girl, I'm going to the bathroom, and the other girl is not like, hey, I'm not coming with you. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like running in a pack to make sure that you're okay, to make sure that you're protected. You see what I'm saying? But somehow, they saw this girl just roaming into the hallways, and nobody was like, you know what? What is she doing? You know that girl.
First of all,
drunk.
you don't have to even say what is she doing, because you know your girl. You know your friends.
You know when they toe up.
I mean, we didn't know Kenneka. We're looking at video footage and we're like, okay, something's off with this girl.
That's a good question, too. Somebody said, I don't know why they didn't get all of the friends' phone records. Because they're not policing. They're not policing. Once again, I'll say it again. If this girl was a girl from Nashville instead of a girl from the south side of Chicago, it would be a whole different story. We would be talking about a whole different thing. We've seen instances of national media coverage of a girl going missing in Aruba, and feds are all over the case. But they're not on this one, and that's...
Well, we don't know if the feds are on it or not. We just
no, we
know
do.
That
they
we're
haven't.
not. We don't know. We can't say. You have to be careful with the things.
Well,
they have.
All right. Well, let me say this: the federal government hasn't come out and said that we have feds working on this case or anywhere near this case, and normally they would.
That's true.
But,
Macy Thomas made a good point again. Still doing shows on John Bonet though, and that's true. That's why I don't understand why this case is closed when there are so many questions. Why would a young girl allow herself to be exposed because she's in the freezer? Who was she fighting, herself? No woman. Come on, y'all. Let's be real now. You particular about your hair, but then you're gonna get in there in the freezer and fight yourself and look like your hair's tore up. No way. But I don't want to keep you guys long tonight. Like I said, I didn't know there were a couple of games. Yeah, that is true, Macy. About John Bonet. I didn't know that there were a couple of games that were on tonight. I would have chose a different day. I honestly don't believe that there really was a real Kenneka Jenkins. Wow. Every time something happens dealing with the government, why is there... that comment, Janae, I can understand why you would think, especially in the time we're living right now, that there would be diversions, but I want to get something straight. Number one, there was the Kenneka Jenkins. So let's not disrespect her. Let's not disrespect her memory. Let's not disrespect her mother. Let's not disrespect the community. We're not going to play One Who Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and I'm trying to really, really compose myself right now because I think that that's really disrespectful. Of course, she was real. Okay? She was a real individual who lost her life after she went to a party and a lot of foolishness went down. So I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to get off of here because, anyways, I want to thank you guys who did come on here and check us out live, especially tonight. Like I said, the reason we didn't do it, we were upset. We care. This is not fake. We don't come on here to try to make money because if you look at the videos, most of them, YouTube won't even let you receive money from it. So that's not what the angle was. The angle
really is just to continue to bring attention to a matter that we feel like major media outlets are not focused on. And that's been the saddest part. The saddest part is that we know that if this girl was in a different economic branch, a different social branch, we would, her face would be plastered all over the television.
Carissa Owens, we will keep praying for the family. And
Have
you
to.
are absolutely right,
Have
Josh.
to.
We're gonna go. We came on here, like I said, just to try to clear up some questions that were asked before. And we're going to move on from it, but we're never going to forget her. We're never going to forget this. I mean, if something major develops, then we'll come back on here and we'll let you guys know. But we're not just going to keep pushing to, just to push, because it's a Kenneka Jenkins story. Over the weekend, we did try to change it up and get some more stuff going that was a little bit upbeat, which we did that challenge with the spicy noodle challenge. I hope you guys go in there and check that out.
Y'all don't eat them spicy noodles, bro. No, seriously, don't do that challenge.
Let's let them go. But I want to thank you all, as always, for checking out my channel, Sophia in Life, joining me and Josh. I hope you truly do subscribe to this channel. If you are a subscriber, I thank you very much because you are taking time out of your busy schedule just to listen to me, my son, our thoughts, and things going on with my family. Don't forget to travel over to the Instagram.com and the Facebook.com. It's all under Sophia in Life. I love to see you over there. And you can follow me and my family. And hey, I'll follow you back on Instagram. Thank you guys. I hope you have a great evening. Sorry if I interrupted you if you were watching a game. And you take care. Don't forget to hit that bell so you can get notifications. Bye.
See you later.
Say
Thank
bye.
you.